Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Now today we'll be talking about creating reports within ServiceNow, and this is part of our Power of the Platform series. First of all, I'll give you a quick walkthrough of what you can do within the report creation and the fundamentals, and then Anna's going to show us a demo of this. Now, the first thing to say is that reporting is available within the whole platform. So you can report on any data and any tables that are logged in your instance. Second of all, we do have a couple of predefined out-of-the-box reports. So for example, reporting on incidents or service requests. These have already been given to you out of the box. However, you can easily go ahead and create your own report, which is what Anna is going to show us today in the demonstration. And lastly, when it comes to actually sharing these reports, there are a couple of different ways you can do this. You can either add it to a dashboard, you can add it to the service portals or maybe a customer portal, or you can export it to PDF if you need to share the report with stakeholders. And lastly, you're able to actually schedule an email to share the report with specific users or groups. So let's take a look at this in a demonstration.
Perfect. So now I'm in my instance and I'm logged in as a user who has reporting roles. Now it's also important to note that you need to have access to the right data as well in order to make the report meaningful. Say, for example, I have reporting roles and I want to create a report on the incident table, but I don't actually have access to that data. There's no point me trying to create the report in the first place. But today I do have all the correct access. So I'm going to come into the filter navigator and search for view run. And here I can see under the reports application, this module here, which we're going to have a look at today. So first of all, there are 4 tabs here at the top. The first one is my reports, which are all the reports that have been created by me. The next is the group reports. So this is all reports that have been shared to a specific group or user that I'm a part of. Then we have all the reports that have been shared globally. And lastly, I have all the reports that are accessible by me. Now, today I have been tasked with creating a new report. So I'm going to click here on the right-hand corner and say create a report. Now I can see I've been presented with 2 main methods for this report creation. On the left-hand side here, I can specify the data, the type, the configuration, and then style the data. Or here in the middle, I can simply type exactly what I want to see into this analytics Q&A search bar. So for example, I can type for incidents by state and even specify a date range. So I can say within 2024 and simply ask this question, and then within a few seconds I'll be presented back with a report specifying exactly what I searched for. I can then save this report and share it. Now, the other method for creating a report is the one I mentioned first, the more manual approach. So I simply need to follow these 4 stages here at the top. The first one being giving the report a name. So once again, I can go with incidents by state in 2024. I can then choose my source type, so whether I want this to be a data source, a table, an external import, or a metric base. And today I'm going to have a look at a table. And then I simply need to search for the table that I want to report on. And now we can move on to the next stage, which is specifying the report type. So here we can see we have bar charts, pie and donut charts. We also have time series where we can visualize what the data's changed over time. And we also have multi-dimensional reports, score reports, and then other various ones such as pyramids, pivot tables, and even calendar views. Now today I'm going to keep it simple and go for a bar chart. And then the next stage is to configure the data. So since we've gone for incidents by state, I'm going to group the data here at the top and select state. We can also change the stack and the aggregation count, but I'm going to move on to the next stage, which is styling this data. So when it comes to styling this data, I can see I have many options here. So I can choose the chart color, and I can also use a color palette. So I can go ahead and search for the exact color palette I'd like to use, and I can then change the chart size if I want to. So we have the ability to alter the appearance through color and size as well. And we can also drill down into the reporting title and also the X and the Y axis specifically. But I'm happy with how my report looks now once I've added that new color scheme. So I'm going to go ahead and save this report. So it will now be available for me to see in my reporting list. Now I'm happy with my report, I also want to go ahead and share it. So I can go ahead and share it with specific users and groups. Perhaps I just want this to go to people in my team. If I wanted to send this report out by scheduling it, I can do this through email by specifying exactly what time I want this report to be sent out. Perhaps I want this to go out 9 a.m. every morning, and I want this to run daily so each morning my team can see a refreshed version of this report. I can also edit the subject and the message of the email as well, all from this page. I also have the ability to add this to a dashboard. So I can choose exactly what dashboard I want this to go to, and even what tab I want this report to appear on. And then lastly, I have the ability to export this to a PDF, which will create a snapshot of exactly how this report looks at the specific time that it's been run. Now, I hope this video has been useful in showcasing the power of reporting within ServiceNow and how really you can report on any table within ServiceNow and create your report within seconds. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to Alice and I, and thank you very much for watching.